Dedicated to Pat Whalen, who made me fig jam, raised ostriches, and told me to go for things. Sometimes I get so stressed I wonder, how am I going to make it to 40? That's when I tell myself, you need to escape your millennial problems and go study old people in their natural habitat. I need to be with old people, watch old people do their little old people things, like wear sun hats, drink tea, look at sparkly trinkets, study botany, read or pretend to read a book, and smell a rose. Yes, this is me pretending to take selfies, but actually stalking old people. Here are some of my favorite old people isms I've received. Some I agree with. 1. How to write yun, or self-control in Chinese. Write the sign for knife over the sign for heart, and then write the sign for blood squirting out. 2. Drink almond milk before bed so your reflux disappears. 3. If you don't need it, don't buy it. 4. With guys, don't window shop, just go shopping. 5. If the sky falls, use it as a blanket. 6. For work, ride the donkey until you find a horse. 7. You have to live no matter what. Why not live it joyfully? 8. Appreciate the good family you have. What if you marry into a horrible family that is abusive and poor? 9. Remember those who are worse off than you. 10. Blessed are the flexible because they are not easily broken. 11. A man at 40 is a budding flower. A woman at 40 is a used and rotten tea bag. 12. Work hard and you'll get the respect and admiration after. 13. Pray always, don't stop praying. 14. Be patient in all things. 15. Imagine your loved one smiling down on you from heaven saying, I'm proud of you, and keep going. 16. Take deep breaths and you'll fall asleep in a snap. 17. It's all about family. 18. Smile when you run. It makes a marathon easier. Same with life. 19. It's better to run in a group. 20. You are strong. You are beautiful. 21. You have to be humble to do ministry. 22. Always have a side gig. 23. Your life is for somebody else. 24. Sit down in a quiet place. Write down your past roadblocks and think over them. 25. Always have your brow pen in hand in case you fall or get hospitalized. 26. God will never leave you. He'll never forsake you. 27. The longer I walk with God, the sweeter He grows. 28. Chew 30 times before you swallow. 29. Don't look down in the toilet. It'll just freak you out. 30. There's no one like you in the whole world. 31. When you don't know, ask for directions. 32. The Bible is a map quest for the detours in your life. 33. Remember your training. 34. Wear the Christian mask. One day it will stick to your face. 35. Remember to sip water. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So I went to the Huntington Library, as some of you might have guessed, and I'm now gonna draw some of the specimens I saw that I captured in the video. Let me get Darlene because she's gonna go insane. Okay, so I have my newsprint here. This brand is, Strathmore Smooth newsprint, 18 by 24 inches. So I'm gonna flip this. You can tell it's a little yellowing along the edges. I also have a Stadler shaver. So I use this to just like, let me put Darlene down. My cat dog mother while I draw. Okay, there we go. So you just scrape it to sharpen your charcoal. Right now I'm using General's charcoal. So I have some reference on my laptop of like, you know, the specimens I saw at the Huntington. The top one is like the volunteer type of old lady. The bottom right is like the very nice friend old person who, you know, like compliments his friend while he's in a wheelchair. And the one on, I think, your left is the athletic couple in their running shoes being super healthy, so super ripped. So I'm gonna start with the volunteer lady. So let's draw her face, her rib cage, she's leaning on one side, so I have to draw her shoulder direction and her hip going, I think a little up like this. and then her leg going down. Her crotch. And then the angle she's standing on. Let's see if that's better. I think this pencil is a little light for what I'm trying to show. I think that's better. Okay. That's a little more apparent. So just getting her feet, her legs a little clearer. Get her shoes, get her arm. She's holding like a tote bag, of course, because she's doing a ton of volunteering. Okay, so let's get her hat in. And the hat always wraps around the face. So if you're having trouble drawing a hat, remember that the brim, you know, wraps around your forehead. Mark the elbow. Okay. And then, sorry. Usually I have a like a eraser that you can knead, a kneaded eraser, but today it's this white one. And then the breasts I usually draw like 2/3 down the rib cage. So and then her t-shirt ends somewhere like where her waist is, I think. And then do her arm like this. Or her elbows line up in perspective and arm down. Let's see. And then her hand. Try with your hand. Your hand always kind of lands like, I would say, you know, mid-thigh. So okay, and then crotch, knee, the folds on the jeans. So we got the basic pose. Her face looks kind of tiny compared to her body. Let me enlarge it a bit. She's wearing like the Huntington membership. So I think it's like a necklace. And it also serves double by, you know, having a center line for her body when she has this necklace. So let's see. Okay, and then folds of her shirt. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try not to be too invested in her cool volunteer bag. Let's see. Ghetto zoom. Okay, next is her eyes. The eyes on a figure is like, see if this is the height of my face, the eye line is in the center. So this is the top of her head and her chin. So in the center should be her eye line. And then the nose, eyebrow, nose, and chin are 1/4 of each other. So 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Am I doing that right? Let me think. No. I have to check my past information. Let's see. Teacher needs a review. Oh, I think it's actually hairline to eyebrow, eyebrow to nose, nose to chin. So. And then the mouth line is 1/3 up from the bottom of your nose to your chin. So this mouth line is 1/3 up. She has a little ponytail or bun back here. It's the bottom face of her hat. Okay. I think I'm going to lower this necklace a little lower around her tummy. It's so weird because I realize whenever I erase, it like takes out the newsprint, like I can't really draw over the newsprint anymore. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so get a kneaded eraser instead. Let's see. Okay, her sleeves. Always refer to both sides of the body when you draw. So sleeve, sleeve, elbow, elbow. I'm gonna try to, and then when you draw a hand, don't think of the fingers too much. Just draw like the gesture of the hand, like kind of like a little shape by itself first, so you don't like confuse yourself. And then at the end of the hand, I always have a this like little knuckle here to mark the end of the hand. You can see it pop out. Girl needs to review her anatomy. I'm like sweating figuratively and physically. Okay, so her tummy, and then let's see. So her eyebrows under her cap, and then your eyebrows, because your face is kind of like a cube. To draw your face or your head like going up and down, you know, you want to know how to draw the angles to indicate that your eyebrow always lines up with the top of your ear. So then, like, if the corner of the cube is, you know, like right here, you know, you could always mark how your eyebrow matches the top of your ear, so you know how your head is floating in space. So okay, let me focus really quickly on her face. Okay, so now we have kind of this roughed out. I'm going to line up that eyebrow to her ear, kind of indicate top lobe of her ear here, that the pit of her neck. This is the sternocleidomastoid, if I remember correctly. And then I'm gonna shade it down. Okay. I think her mouth is actually slightly up. Give me a second. I'm gonna put Darlene inside so she doesn't die of dehydration. So, have you ever had this grass jelly drink? It's pretty good. For summertime, it's like freaking hot. Okay. So we got just a rough of her pretty happy. I'm gonna move on to the next old person, which is he was such a sweet old man. He was, I don't know if he was talking to his friend or spouse or something, but he was saying something like, "You can do it," and that spouse or friend was like sitting in the wheelchair or something. I was like, oh, I wish I could just like, stalk you and like film you for like a couple of minutes, but I just kind of ran off. So let's draw this helpful, encouraging friend. I think he's like an Asian dude. So he has his shoulders kind of up, I think. Let me zoom in on him real quick. Let's see. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Okay. His body is kind of like hunched a bit. Shorts. Okay. I think I'm getting a little too distracted by his clothes, so I'm gonna draw him in kind of like a diaper with the rib cage so I don't get distracted. Okay, and then let's see. He's wearing sandals. Okay, and then Always make sure you see how the chin lines up to the feet. That's called like the plumb line. So you see, so when you draw, like the figure doesn't look off balance, you know. I think the plumb line is kind of going to the middle of his other foot, so. Okay, his arm. I always draw the arm, the elbow, in relation to the bottom of your rib cage. So it's kind of like a wing coming out, like in an arc. So that's how I think about it. He has his elbow up a little bit, so I'm gonna draw it like this with his hand. And then again, to mark off the edge of the hand, I have this bone here on your pinky side, like that. Marking that off. And then see how the sleeve cuts into his shirt. He's holding a cell phone. He probably has like 10 tunes. I don't know, I'm just assuming. Okay, and then shorts. Other shorts in perspective. And then he's also wearing a ball cap. So remember, your ball cap wraps around the rim of your face. I can't actually see it because I got cropped in the picture, but I'm gonna try to use my imagination. Ball cap. Cheek to other cheek. Nose somewhere here. Bottom of nose, mouth. And the great thing about drawing old people is you could draw all the lines you want and no one will get offended, I don't think. Ear, that top of the ear lines up with the eyebrow. Okay, he's wearing glasses, so. Again, top lobe of ear, jawline, neck muscle, where his t-shirt starts. Here's the underside of his ball cap. T-shirt. Okay, so we have his general figure. Let me get this sleeve, how it comes out here. This is the elbow. There's a muscle that goes, I think, to the thumb side from the elbow. There's his thumb. And split off the middle of his hand there. again, drawing the gesture of the hand and not the fingers. His knee is peeking under his shorts. Calf. This is the tibia jutting out to the front. This is the fibula. It ends at the ankle here. I'm gonna just indicate his sandal here. And then try to draw it in perspective. Again here, calf. The calf and the, let's see, the inner calf and the outer calf, they're always at an angle. So right here, the angle. The outer calf is higher than the inner calf. And then just indicate how that patella, the kneecap, goes into the tibia. Okay. Let's see. Do you want to show some folds of the shirt? He has a graphic there, so maybe that could help indicate how the shirt is, you know, how the folds are affecting his shirt. Let's see. And there's always folds coming out from here, like this, you know, wrapping around your neck. So that's what those are. And notice I'm holding my pencil like this, you know. It kind of makes you use your whole elbow, like in a circular motion, versus like, you know, like drawing it like this, you know. Okay. Let's draw the bottom of his shirt here. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with specimen number 2, the really nice old man that encourages everyone. Okay, specimen number 3 is the super ripped, hot old couple that probably runs a ton of marathons together holding hands. So they're even walking in step too, which is super, super adorable. Okay, so let me draw the woman first. She has this cool bang hair going on. Okay, neck muscle. Okay, let me not get caught up in that. Rib cage. I think she's standing pretty straight, actually, while walking. Okay, so that's her pelvis. This is the great trochanter, which is the bone that extends from your pelvis to your kneecap. Yes. Okay. Indicate her sneakers. And then when in doubt, like count the amount of heads, you know, typically like 7 to 8, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 9, but whatever. Let's see. Back of the leg, other leg. Okay. drawing her arm now, also holding a phone. These old people are very tech savvy now. Okay, and then other arm, coming out of the shoulder, other arm. And then thinking of the negative shape here too, so then I know where her arm ends. Okay, let's see. So I have her shirt ending here, her pocket, her shorts ending here, kneecap somewhere here, calf, sneaker. Does that look right? Okay. Okay, and then the back leg I might just, not spend too much time on. Okay, kind of wash it back. And then she's holding a cute short side handbag that it like wraps around her breast and hangs off her rib cage like that. Okay, she's looking at me. Remember, the eye line is somewhere in the center. Nose, eyebrows, mouth. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I got the old lady. I'm going to draw her hubby or brother behind her. Here's his face. Actually, this might be more of a silhouette, huh? Okay, rib cage, tummy. Let's see. The shirt ends a little higher than hers. Almost make like a nice gesture there. Shorts. And he's behind her, so he's a little smaller than her. Okay. I think that's a little too far. Okay, trying to draw his leg. Okay, so his sneaker ends like somewhere in the middle of her back leg, like there. That. Okay. And eyeline center is looking up, so drawing the nose in perspective, looking up. Eyebrows, hair, neck, shadow, and then his shoulder kind of connects like there. Elbow close to her arm, like right there. Okay. The elbow might be a little high, but it's okay. I think the forearm is longer than The forearm, I think, is longer than the upper arm, so keep that in mind. Okay. Cool. So, athletic couple with sneakers. So here we are, the old athletic couple living their best life to their 80s. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.